reiterated it, is that, you know, the goal seems to be to, and this is Aaron's quote, mitigate the passage of LB 77. So it seems like the goal is to work around what the state has passed, it seems to me. I'm not sure that that's the right reason to do something. So then, Chief, you said something too, and again, I appreciate all your hard work and what you've done for our city, and the briefing that Council President Festerson, Melton, and I had this morning on some things that you're working on are absolutely incredible and will definitely make our city safer, so I appreciate that. And I'm not doing that to fluff anything before my question, but you did say something about that you, if this were to be passed, that you would contact the, I think it was Polymer 88 produces about 80% of these kits. Is that correct?
It's Polymer 80 Inc.
80 Inc.
Out of Dayton, Nevada.
So you said something about, well, you know, one of the things, if this passes, is that, you know, one of the first steps you would do was to contact the manufacturers and not to mail to Omaha addresses. Is that's, you said that, I believe, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's an option.
Okay. And I think Councilmember Melton brought up something about, well, you know, you could just as easily probably mail it to La Vista or something else if someone were to be that motivated. But if that were part of what a solution could be, could not part of the solution also be to require that manufacturer and others to not mail the kits that don't have any serial numbers, or require that for those coming into an Omaha address, require those to have a serial number?
Yeah, I think absolutely. I think one of the great overriding issues with this whole issue, I just say ghost guns just for context, not because I didn't understand what the vice president was saying, just for everybody to kind of follow at this point, is the lack of a serial number. And then it very easily lands in the hands of those who aren't supposed to have a firearm, felons and juveniles. Like I said, 65 out of the 132 were recovered from juveniles or minors.
Yeah, which is terrible.
Which is a problem for us, as the city of Omaha has had juvenile crime on the rise, violent crime on the rise. It's been a subject to us. It's kind of the one area where we don't have a great handle on.
Chief Schmatter. I didn't want this to go by because I think some incorrect crime stats were provided earlier because it said that our crimes are rising. Could you please give us the correct crime stats for Omaha?
Sure. Todd Schmatter, Chief Police, 505 South 15th Street. Are you referencing the comment that we're 16% above?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what his comparable is. If you look at other major cities and you look at our violent crime rate compared to those, Omaha's going to look very well. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm not interested.
When I heard that,
I'm not interested in smacking home the real stats on the matter.
But I wanted to make that clear that you would disagree with that.
I disagree with it. I just have no desire to spike it home.
As validated by UNO and other research institutions, between 1880 and 1920, 43% of all homicides in Metro Omaha involved Black people. Between 1975 and 1989, 5% of homicides involved black people. Keep in mind, there will always be peaks and valleys in crime data. However, throughout the entire history of Omaha, the average number of homicides involving black people has always been greater than the average number of homicides involving white people. And black people are the minority population. Between 2007 and 2022, 57% of homicides involved black people. Even though black people are not 57% of the population in Metro Omaha, nevertheless, most homicides that occur in Omaha, Nebraska, they have always involved black people. That's how we take a bite out of crime.